All right, I think that's the last of your things, Saint. Actually, wait, did you get your bag out of the back seat? Well, do you mind checking first? I want to be sure I don't have to leave again. Not to mention, the last time you left something in my car, you never let me live it down. Oh, you don't remember? Should I bring up the text messages? And the voicemails? That's what I thought. Check for your bag, please. See, now is that so hard? Where should I put your things? I could leave it here by the door, or I could always take it up to your bedroom. I know my way around. Next to the couch? All right, will do. So, how are you feeling? About your performance tonight? What else will we be talking about? The weather? Seriously? What am I going to do with you? Come on, give me an answer. All right. Saint, you were phenomenal tonight. Hey, now is not the time for modesty. It's just the two of us after all. Are you sure about that? I've yet to hear you praise what you did tonight accordingly. If I didn't know you better, I'd assume you were fishing for compliments. But I'd never pass up an opportunity to give you the recognition you so deserve. Your hand, my dear. It's a formality fit for the occasion, don't you think? You were amazing tonight. Every time I see you perform, whether center stage or just sitting on the floor of your bedroom, I'm mesmerized. When you begin to play, the rest of the world might as well disappear. Your music is a gift, and it should be treasured by anyone lucky enough to hear it. I'm not just saying that. It's the truth, Saint. You shine when you perform, brighter than any star could dream of. Tonight was no different. When I watched you up there, I couldn't take my eyes away. I wish you could see yourself through my eyes. I think then you'd understand how easy it is to see you like this. Someone like you should receive more accolades than they know what to do with. You're welcome. You know I'll never grow tired of giving you the attention you so rightfully deserve. I'd come over here in the middle of the night to sing your praises if you asked. Are you doubting the lengths I'd go for this friendship? I feel like that's a rather tame course of action. Well, as long as you believe me right now, I suppose that'll suffice. How long had you been preparing for that performance? Well, the dedication certainly shows, but I expected nothing less from you. You know, since you spent so long working towards this, I think we should celebrate tonight. It doesn't have to be special to be worth celebrating. We could just as easily be celebrating the end of a long day. Oh, come on, it's not that late. Besides, don't you think you're worth it? How about you rest your feet while I try to find something to commemorate this evening? Well, I guess sitting on your counter works too. I know what I said. What if I ordered us dinner and had it delivered here? And before you ask, it's my treat, Saint. I'm not gonna have you pay for your own celebration. Let me do this for you. Is that a yes for dinner? All right, same place as last time? Got it. Should I also anticipate you trying to steal something off my plate? You know you could just ask for some of it, right? I'll take that as a yes then. There, ordered. Should be here in half an hour or so. Is there anything else you want to do tonight? We could always watch a movie and crash in the living room. I don't have anywhere to be in the morning. I can also make sure you're up in the morning. I'll even drop you off for class if you want. I knew that might sweeten things for you. I'll let you pick out the movie once the food's here. You haven't brought up that classmate of yours in a while. Yeah, him. Is there any particular reason for that? Are you sure there's nothing to say? You know there's no reason for you to protect him, right? You don't owe him that, or anyone for that matter, not if they're causing you strife. He was in attendance tonight, wasn't he? I believe I overheard him speaking to someone else about the audition process. Oh, this was while I waited for you to come from backstage, in the lobby of the venue. When I looked over, he was speaking to who I assume was a professor that had watched as well. They both had programs in their hands. It was, more or less, what you mentioned before. Verbose arrogance masquerading as entitlement. All he wanted to talk about was how he could have been up on that stage tonight had the final audition gone differently. It was ridiculous, to say the least. You said the audition was over a month ago, right? I mean, how conceited do you have to be to continue complaining after this long? You said he hasn't been saying anything directly to you, right? I guess I should be thankful for that at least. The less he interacts with you, the better. You know, during his little rant, let's call it, he insisted that the only reason he underperformed at the audition was because he wasn't feeling well. Said the night prior he was struck by some mysterious illness that kept him up for most of the night. Couldn't fully shake it until the day after the audition. I mean, as if you would need an advantage like that. Even if his story was true, it doesn't change the fact that you were always going to be chosen over him. It sounds like he got what he deserved for talking about you. Seems like it made him think twice about giving you shit. And you're certain he's left you alone, Saint? All right. I believe you. At the end of the day, as long as you're okay, that's all that matters to me. Enough about that. We should be using this time to talk about things that actually matter. For example, I haven't heard a single update from you that wasn't connected to school or work. I want to know what you've been up to. You've got to have something going on with you. How are you turning this back on to me? All I'm trying to do is check up on you. I happen to like knowing how you're doing, believe it or not. Okay, if I go first, will you tell me about what's been going on with you afterwards? Fine, since you want to be persistent tonight. I know you're not exactly thrilled about my occupation of choice, but I could tell you about a request I filled recently. That's as exciting as things are with me right now. You're the one who wanted me to go first. So, the other day, I received a request for a locket. It was some family heirloom the client in question was hoping to have returned. They gave me a few potential leads on where it could be. I ended up narrowing that down to an address. The house belonged to a historian or something. The place was full of old stuff. Because I snuck in, obviously. Relax, Saint. I wouldn't be in this line of business if I weren't careful. I watched her house for a few days, got a feel for her schedule. She'd leave for work no later than noon and wouldn't be back until 6 at the earliest. Once I figured that out, I waited for an opening and went by again. Used telekinesis to take care of the locks, found a key to a jewelry box in her bedroom closet. She had dozens of necklaces in there. I doubt she'd even notice one locket missing. At least, for a while, anyways. After that, I put everything back in its place, relocked the door once I was outside, and then it was like I was never there. Hey, I was gonna fulfill the request one way or another, and that's exactly what I did. I didn't break anything to get into her house, it's fine. You should have seen the look on the client's face when I gave them the locket. They said they never thought they'd be able to wear it for their wedding, and thanks to me, they had the opportunity. I did a good thing, give me a little credit. I'm always safe, don't worry. I learned a thing or two about hiding myself after all this time. But we're not talking about me. We're supposed to be talking about you now. What do you mean you don't have anything to talk about? Isn't that show you wanted to go see coming up? I'm sensing a butt coming. What is it? What? You were looking forward to that for months. I thought you already bought the ticket. Then why didn't you? Saint, you realize you're allowed to have good things, right? If you know, then why don't you have a ticket for that show? Look at me. You know what I'm gonna say. Well, if you know, why do we keep having this conversation? You should indulge yourself more often, Saint. You deserve to have things for the sake of having them, especially if it makes you happy. This may come as a shock, but I like making you happy. Don't think I'm letting this go just because you get a laugh out of me. You know I'd do anything to give you everything you want. You should have texted me or something. I would have bought the ticket for you. I'd spend money on you regardless, you know that. I'm still willing to buy the ticket for you if it's not sold out yet. All you have to do is say the word. You're worth the cost. Let me do it for you. Please? Text me the details and I'll take care of it. Hey, you don't have to thank me. I love doing things like this for you. How about you make it up to me by enjoying yourself tonight? Need I remind you, we're supposed to be celebrating your performance. If anything, that just showed me you need this night more than I thought. Let me check. Should be leaving for delivery within the next 10 minutes. What are you thinking about? I can stay down here while you're in the shower. That makes the most sense anyways since I placed the order. I think I can manage being alone for the time it'll take you to shower, Saint. Here, hand me your phone. I'll keep an eye out for any notifications you get. No problem. No, I think I took my change of clothes with me the last time I was here. It's no big deal. I can just borrow something from you, right? Alright, sounds good. I'll grab some blankets for the movie and plates for the food. Now go take your shower. Oh, and don't forget to take your flowers with you.